Hey, Dave here from DC On Screen. If you're following us on Facebook, you might have seen us posting artwork that has been sent to fans. This was sent to fans of DC On Screen as part of a promotion. How can you get your own artwork? Simply go over to iTunes or Stitcher and leave us good ratings or reviews. Or, bad ones if you just gotta be a dick. And then email us at dconscreen@gmail.com. Tell us who you want us to draw, who you want to draw it, Dave or Jason, and leave us an address. If you like, you can send us pictures of yourself with the drawing after we send it, and we'll post it to our Facebook page where you can tag yourself. This promotion ends March 31st, by the way, so you have to get those reviews in. Jason, do you have anything else to add?
It's a little for a lot, Dave. It's a little for a lot.
It is a little for a lot. We try so hard.
We need your help. We're asking. Our humble offering.
Humble, like pie. Anyway, man, settle back, listen to a brand new episode of DC On Screen starting right the hell now. Welcome in to DC On Screen. I am your host, David C. Robertson. This, my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hey!
We are still reeling from Batman vs. Superman. We dug it. We don't know what the critics are talking about.
Right.
But,
even in the afterglow.
We're talking about. Right. Go back and look at our review, see if you agree. And, by the way, we kind of did. We raked Man of Steel over the coals in our Man of Steel review. So, yeah, really don't know what they're talking about. But today, we are talking about Supergirl 1x17.
Which
Manhunter.
was much more straightforward, I thought.
And if you want to hear more about Batman vs. Superman and the reviews, we'll do that on our news episode, because we got a whole bunch of shows to get through right now. But news episode a few days from now, just a few days. Oh, man. So a lot of stuff happened in this episode of Supergirl.
This was a major... what is it, episode 17? And they just did all the backstory? Kind of dig that.
My issue with the backstory was that it really wasn't too different from what he had already told them anyway. So, we knew all this. Like, we knew Hank Henshaw was kind of a dick.
Yeah. I didn't mean I didn't want to see it.
Absolutely. Well, yeah.
What I mean is also we get backstories from Alex, we get them from Kara. It was the entire Danver clan.
Because there wasn't enough with just the Manhunter stuff. Just wasn't.
Dug it. I absolutely dug it. It was a little flashback episode that I don't know, made everything. It made a couple things. It did a couple of really cool things. Is what I'm trying to get out. Not the least of which is I love the fact that Kara used her extraordinary powers to get her job under the guise of being extremely ordinary.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, she's had Kat, kind of under her thumb since she's gotten there in a way. Like she got the initial one leg up, and I like that. Yeah,
I do really like when superheroes get a leg up in their real lives with their superpowers.
Yeah, that's
neat. Because when they're like, "No, I'm taking a moral code not to do that," I'm like, "Bullshit." Use what you can, buddy. Use what you can. Maybe that's just me.
Get it out there. How many times have you heard the Justice League has certain rules? Because they're a public league, so there'll be certain rules are in place where like you can get stipends from them even sometimes for certain things, but like you'll owe that money back. You can't get a paycheck from it in any capacity. If they catch you getting a paycheck while heroing, that's a black mark, sir.
Looking at you, Booster Gold.
Yeah, he'd be Booster Black by the end of that thing if he actually got in there and really started doing his thing.
Yeah, so they're hitting us hard on comic book references. Like Henshaw's eating cookies.
Yes,
Martian Manhunter likes cookies.
Yes, that's so nice to see. It's a cute addition. I love, man.
Especially when you consider that just a couple seconds later, you have the same man calling that character, it's not the same man, it's the same actor, saying Superman called John Jones the most powerful being on the face of the earth.
Yes.
Dude, really?
Which is very perfect. Yes. In my head, I constantly do that readjustment and, who do I think would really win kind of thing between those two. And, to hear one declare the other the victor is just the perfect solution for me.
So, CADMUS is a thing in the Supergirl universe. Lucy and some little dickless piece of shit come in there and
I believe the dickless piece of shit, I forget his name. I actually like the actor though, and I'm starting to suspect he's kind of a Berlanti favorite because he was the star of Warehouse 13, the forgotten. Or is it? No, it's Kreisberg. Kreisberg, I mean. Damn it, one of those two. But whichever one of those two is right. Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Okay.
Just kind of one of those guys. Every now and then I'll see him and go, oh, that guy.
Hey, you know what?
He showed up on Modern Family a while ago. Yeah.
He sold me on being a dickless piece of shit.
Oh yeah, no, he did. He was terrible. He was just
good
like
job, dude.
Yeah, he was the young version of that asshole they got rid of that was like Lucy's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
He was. General Lane Jr.
Yeah. General close-minded. That's what they are. All of them.
And I have
Colonel
to say, as soon as I saw Lucy again, I kind of wanted to die a little bit. I'm like, no.
Okay, I completely agree. But by the end of the episode, did you like what they did with her?
No.
You don't like her being DEO head?
No.
I think it'll be fun.
No.
Mostly because I think they're gonna. It's the fact that Supergirl is gonna have to work so closely with her. Hopefully, they'll get over this whole thing they've been doing quickly. The triangle and all that.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually wrote down Lucy is stupid as shit, and then next to that I wrote, "quote Why do you lie?" Yeah, idiot. You just carted off the son of a bitch to CADMUS. Mm-hmm. What do you mean? Why do you lie? Oh, I can't fathom. I can't fathom why someone wouldn't say they're an extraterrestrial.
I know. You know, the smartest thing she did in the episode, though, was look terrified when they called her the DEO head.
Mm-hmm.
That's the appropriate response. Oh, God. Oh, me? Oh, fuck. Yeah,
man, hey, I say all this. I know nothing of the actress. She's fine, whatever. I hate the character.
I just don't like the love triangle thing, because I never like those. I'd be fine with her if they just kind of, weed that out.
Well, so far they've kind of made her inconsequential and petty.
A little bit, yeah. But the only time when they've given her something to do outside of dating James, she's just a competent lawyer that's around the office and useful. I can deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Or a daddy's girl who doesn't think for herself.
No, she started thinking for herself about mid-season. Around the time she decided to tell her dad to screw himself.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, CADMUS, James says, is the reason Clark won't work for the government.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, buddy. I like that.
Yay! That was good. Does Catco have, no security?
Probably not, no. Why?
Because, Siobahn just kind of comes up in there and gets on Kara's computer with, no problem whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. No, that's, I'm fine with that. What I've seen of Catco is it's a bunch of drunks that aren't paying attention to anything, so, yeah, probably. The security guards are probably paying Pinnacle somewhere for shots.
I kind of have thought that she would get on Kara's computer and wind up finding out she was Supergirl.
For a second, maybe.
Yeah.
She'll figure it out next episode.
No, what did you think? Going back to Lucy real quick. What did you think of Kara kind of just being like, "Hey, look, I'm Supergirl"?
I dug it. My problem isn't with Lucy. My problem is that she's part of these the more lies, more not telling people things. Those are fine things for... Oh, Eddie McClintock, by the way. That's just remembered his name. That's fine for a few episodes, but some of the shows we watch tend to drag it out for so long that I get really fucking bored with it. It's the Arrow effect, as we know it now. And, it's just gotten me gun-shy. So when I start seeing him do stuff like that, I'm like, all right, guys, you got 2 episodes to get this thing under wraps, or I'm going to get real bored.
Right.
So yeah, when they start letting her in on things and making people, and I do this constantly. Once you start really getting people involved and making them a member of the team, I get infinitely more excited about a person.
Yeah.
I didn't like Maxwell too much, and one of the reasons I started liking him was I started thinking, if they can just get over this whole I don't like aliens thing and get him on the team, he could be really fun.
Well,
So
when
naturally,
Arrow
I've liked him recently.
When Arrow started grabbing people and being like, "Oh, look, Ollie's the Arrow," and "Oh yeah, okay, cool, let's put him on the team." I was hoping that meant "Oh, good, they're going to be a danger and they're going to die soon."
No, this isn't Arrow, my friend. People don't die like that on Supergirl.
People don't die like that on Arrow. I'm still waiting around. Come on, man.
No, you're right. Especially not in Supergirl, though. Now, apparently, the worst that can happen to you in Supergirl is you get real mad at somebody, get drunk on a rooftop, fall off, and manifest a superpower.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know. The girl that plays Siobhan, Atalia Risi, I think her name is. By the way,
That is it.
She's getting married to Robbie Amell.
Yeah.
They've been together for like 6 years. Isn't that weird?
They're going to make pretty babies.
Pretty B-list babies.
Pretty B-list babies.
They did a pretty good job of making her really unlikable. Like, as she's sitting at that table with after she's been fired, she's sitting there with Wynn. I gotta admit, some of the stuff she said about Kara was funny. I believe that four-eyed bitch in a kilt made me laugh.
That was good. Yeah, I didn't mind her vulgarisms at all.
Yeah, but she called also. Then it strayed very quickly into whiny pity party, and she's like that blonde mean girl.
Yeah,
Siobahn, you were doing all the things that she did to you one time.
She learned from you, sweetie. She learned from watching you.
Awful for several weeks.
Right. There was one salvageable moment in your character thus far.
And even bitchier than she was when she was on Red Kryptonite. Come on, sweetie.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's fair to say you earned this.
I'm happy with her character arc coming to a close here next week, which I assume is what happens.
Man. Fingers crossed.
I mean...
in regards to Supergirl winning back the public trust, I loved Cat Grant's Mel Gibson can present at Golden Globes. This too shall pass.
Very astute, too, you know?
Yeah.
Damned accurate.
Loved that, Wynn wasn't just being led around by his dick. He totally put the kibosh on Siobhan.
Yes, he did.
Figured out that Kara didn't write that email.
Yes, he did. I liked it. And, it comes through for her, really.
Yeah, he totally does.
By the way, when they did the Martian backstory, did you realize how they indicated that it was a previous era, a previous decade?
They had his hair a little thicker.
It was a little thicker, and they gave him, like, ferocious sideburns, man. I mean, those are some killer sideburns. But it works, though. You saw it and went, yep, that guy's old. Like, no one's done that in a minute.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, I'm currently doing that, so.
Not like that, sir. Not like that.
Let's see. What else was there, sir? So yeah, John and Alex are fugitives now.
Yeah.
Like they really like overturned the bucket, man.
Yeah. Shit's about it really gone down the last few weeks. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. But as I said, I've decided that I like this show. And that sometimes it has bad moments. So I'm on the other side of this now. This is all I'm happy.
You and I have never been really on the other side of it.
We never hated it, but we've never been able to decide that we really liked it. And I've recently decided that I really like it.
Okay.
So yeah. So now it's been like a thrill ride the last few weeks because I feel like it's been proving me right. These have been good episodes for like a few good episodes in a row here. Like really good episodes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Looks like they're taking it somewhere.
Yeah. And they're finally doing, we asked we pled to the skies weeks ago, like, finally give us the end game. Where are we heading with this? And yeah, they started picking up the slack on that.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, we don't know what the show was doing. I mean,
no, we still don't know what Myriad is the big deal. But they gave us Myriad, and then we've kind of gone off for a couple weeks and dealt with a couple things. But at least it's been like backstory, and even then, shit's happened. Like Alex can't come home yet right now. Like Alex and Hank are out there somewhere. Just fugitive. I like that angle.
Yeah, I do too. I absolutely dig it. I don't, So, Siobhan falls off the roof and she's got the sonic scream that makes her fly. We don't know how.
No idea. It looked like she didn't know either. I was confused.
Yeah, she looked very confused.
Her look looked half confused and half like, I mean, I'm gonna just actually freeze frame it and take one more look here. But sure enough, yeah, okay, she's scared. Yeah, and then yeah, it's a mixture of like surprise, confusion, fear, embarrassment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. Just doesn't. I couldn't tell if she actually knew she could do this before. Is my point.
Yeah. So color me confused, man. But I mean, whatever. Next week we're getting Silver Banshee.
Next week she's heading to a costume shop and grabbing a bunch of black and white face makeup, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah. Which the real thing of note for next week is the Flash is coming. The Flash is coming. The Flash is coming.
That promo looks fun too, man.
It does.
It looked like several jokes about racing and who's faster and just yes please. So something about the episode I thought you weren't gonna like.
What's that?
I really did. I enjoyed the fact that like Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the flashback scene where Tani Kara goes and helps that family and all, but the like Jonathan Kent speech from Man of Steel afterward, wasn't sure you'd dig that.
Oh, well, what did he say again?
Well, he kind of gives her a little bit of a like, hey, maybe you don't have to save everybody, because, that's risky. It reminded me very much of the costume.
That way.
It did culminate in those lead-lined eyeglasses, which I dug. I really dug that. It was a cool angle.
Yeah, I did like those.
So, I mean, she gets the eyeglasses that way, at least when she's, physically viewing the world, she can kind of humanize herself.
Look, I've always been on board with Jonathan Kent being that way when Clark was a kid.
Sure. You just didn't like it when he was clearly a man and still being told not to.
When he's like 35.
And could definitely have grabbed him before that twister.
He's right, and he's like, don't get a job, don't save people, don't help anybody, just help me on the farm.
Go to your room.
Don't do it with superpowers, because that's cheating.
Right.
Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Well, I like the last part.
Nah.
I always dug that angle.
I mean, that's nice, but it's good. Teach you the value of work type of thing. But
yeah, it's a very something a Superman would need to know, like what real people have to do to actually survive, or at least how much effort it takes to deliberately survive.
Yeah,
very important lesson to me. Hey,
I understand, Dad. Thanks, but The Walking Dead is on in about half an hour, and I've got 3 hours of work to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
But normal people can't do that? Yeah, normal people can afford DVR, Dad. So, since you're not shelling out for that shit, I'm doing it. Got it, Pa?
Superman of our age. I'm down. Let's do it.
Right. Millennial
That's
Superman.
Fan fiction.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man of the Millennium.
Right. Oh.
You got anything else on this episode?
No, I thought you. One thing I did really dig though out of Hank. We got a lot of cool Hank stuff, but he got better at memory adjustments.
Yeah,
thank goodness. Did. Yeah, I mean, because he was, he was a punching glove before, and now at least he's a set of tweezers.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I mean, I don't know why he would learn that in a few months, after being around for like 600 years.
I have no idea what the progression was on that, and I dare not question it. But so just don't think that'll go well for me.
Yeah, maybe it's just that he hasn't done it in so long,
Oh yeah, just got a little rusty.
Now that makes me just wonder who's he been practicing on.
Transients? I don't know.
I want to see that show.
Right?
Oh man,
he could do good. Most homeless people have mental illness of some kind. Maybe he could go in there and cure the PTSDs of the world.
Right, sure.
Yeah, be a wonderful, boring show.
Maybe that one DEO agent that was just awful from a few weeks back. It was
right.
Just like,
the handy guy that handed somebody something.
Right. He got 2 lines and just tried to do everything he could with it.
Sergeant Ham.
Maybe it's him. I haven't seen him again.
He's off with his friend Colonel Bacon.
All right. We done?
I'm clearing out, man. Clearing out.
All right.
Dug it. Like where the show's going.
Dug the episode.
New Flash coming. Well, not New Flash. Well, New Flash too, but new episode with Flash. Hell yeah, buddy. World's finest.
We are DC On Screen. You can find every episode at dconscreen.com. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher. DC On Screen for Facebook and Twitter. We are a proud member of the Giant Size Team Up Network, giantsizeteamup.com. If you want to go check out a similar podcast about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, go check out our friends Matt Carroll and Jeff Randall at the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, mcucast.com. We'll be right back with episode 137, where we'll be talking about Gotham 215 Mad Grey Dawn. Yeah.
Your version makes as much sense as the other one.
It does. So until then, guys, keep some DC on your screen.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Here's to choice. to making your voice be heard, to getting exactly what you want, especially when you eat. At Subway restaurants, you choose your freshly baked bread, meats, cheese, and veggies to make a sub that's just right for you. Come in and create yours today. Subway, eat fresh.